What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and to be completely honest, I almost forgot to film this video today. Which actually got me thinking about other stuff that was forgotten. And now I feel better, because I'm not the only person who forgot something. Bandai forgot something. Something that should have been something big. So today we are talking about the most forgotten, abandoned Dragon Ball Super card game archetype of all time. But before we begin, hit that like and subscribe button. We are on our way to 500 subs. We are so close, and once we hit them, we're gonna have an awesome giveaway. What makes an archetype a forgotten archetype? So, in my definition, it's something that was started, something that Bandai started to lay down, some baselines for it, and then just never finished, never did anything, never supported it. If it supported it, then it's just kinda threw a trait on some other random cards, and that's it. Something that was just like kind of abandoned mid-production and never touched again. And I think that you guys know what I'm talking about, but first, a bit of a history lesson. When I got into this game for the first time, the biggest deck, the undisputed, most powerful deck in the game was GOKU'S Lineage Storm, Hirudegan Storm deck. And those of us who have been there and faced against this deck, we are still having nightmares. It was really bonkers. It was an insane deck that just flat out kills you out of nowhere. And I wasn't a fan of it, but I like the idea of Lineage. I was like, okay, this is cool. Camera, this is cool. So I'm thinking like, okay, I cannot wait for Vegeta's Lineage to come out. And then in Battle Evolution Booster, Vegeta's Lineage finally came out. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's first see what Lineage does. Lineage has the swap mechanic, swap cost, and then the cost that you need to pay. Sometimes it's free, sometimes you need to pay energy or two. It depends. And it's basically you return one card to your hand, the card with the swap keyword, and then you put its target onto the field. Like if you have a 1-drop that says swap 2, you return this 1-drop into your hand, and then you play a 2-drop. But there is always like a specific character trait, like swap to GOKU'S Lineage. So that's what Vegeta's Lineage should be doing. By now you understand what swap does. And these lineage characters, they are usually, characters which share a lineage with the named character. Like GOKU'S Lineage is not just Goku, it's Goku's entire family tree. And you're basically starting, with weaker characters and into stronger ones, and then you just keep swapping until you hit, let's say, like your 8th drop, like your most powerful, the pinnacle of lineage, the most powerful form, and then you beat the crap out of your opponent. That's what Lineage does. And that's what, you would think Vegeta's Lineage does, right? And yes, you would be correct, Vegeta's Lineage does do that. And when we finally got it in Battle Evolution Booster, I was super excited to try out Vegeta's Lineage. Finally, we will have King Vegeta, and then Vegeta from Saiyan Saga, and then Trunks, maybe some Majin Vegeta, all the way into Super, into Vegeta's blue evolved form. It will be awesome. And then the spoilers started coming out. The first spoilers were Nappa and Cyberman. I've already discussed that deck in an earlier video. That was cool. But then we got to Vegeta's Lineage, and here's what we got. Here is our 1-drop, Vegeta the Third, Lineage's beginning. So he costs 1, 5k combo power, 4k power, okay, swap 2, card with an energy cost of 2. So looking okay. He's red, he doesn't have any protection, but not even Goku's 1-drop set protection, so that's fine. When you play him, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards and you neg it for 5k. Okay, That's not bad, you know. If you're playing second, you'll probably have some targets, you kill something, you swap into your 2-drop. That's good. That's an actually good card. And I mean, it was a rare, you know, I would expect it to be good. Then he has Activate Battle. Once per turn, you pay 1. And if you do, this card gets 11k in critical for the turn. Okay, you might not be using this at all, because you will just return him back to your hand and play your 2-drop. But for a 1-drop, for the start of the Lineage chain, this was pretty powerful when it came out. You know, this was like, okay, this is a very solid start. Let's look at the 2-drop. The 2-drop was amazing. King Vegeta, the insubordinate 2-drop, free arrival, red-green, swap free, you pay 1, and then like if you have 3 or more energy and your leader is a Saiyan leader, which I assume we will see very soon, you just swap for your free drop. But you need to have 3 or more energy. Okay, but his auto was also amazing. When he's played, he negged something by minus 5k for the turn. But then you couldn't play any more copies of him because it would be broken. This card was a big deal when it was revealed. Everyone was just waiting like, let's see that free drop, man. Like, this is also rare. It's extremely powerful. This is looking amazing right now. I cannot wait to see the leader and the rest of the chain. Now we got to the big payoff, you know, free cost, Vegeta Unyielding Pride, Deflect, permanent, he can attack cards in active mode, he's 20k, auto, you pay 2 if your leader is a red or green Saiyan, so amazing, King Vegeta's Lineage is gonna be red-green. When this card KOs one of your opponent's battle cards, you play one multicolored Vegeta from your deck or your drop with a cost of 6, and then you shuffle your deck if you look through it. This was like, wow. Like, so you have your 1-drop, he's pretty strong if you're playing second, then you get your second drop, which you can just arrival for free, and then you get this free drop, and then you pay 2 and he brings in, you know, the 6-drop, and it's hinting that the leader is also multicolored. Where's the leader? Yes, Bandai, where's the leader? Because we didn't get any. We didn't get a single leader for this deck. These were the only free Vegeta's Lineage cards that were released. A amazing 1-drop, an amazing 2-drop, a very good free drop that goes into a 6-drop, and that's it. And like the 2 and the free drop are referencing a red or green Saiyan leader that we never got. So by this point we were thinking, okay, maybe King Vegeta is coming out in the next set. And yes, in Supreme Rivalry we got the King Vegeta leader and we got the rest of like King Vegeta's Lineage cards. Except they have nothing to do with this archetype. Nothing. Zero. That's the King Vegeta that was like the most, it's like turn 1 kill King Vegeta, you know, if you play then you remember the deck. It had nothing to do with this archetype. So what happens now, I guess? Where is it? Yeah, so I think that's it. I've checked everywhere, so is the leader coming out in promo packs? No. Event packs? Of decks? Nothing there. So ever since Battle Evolution Booster was released, we didn't receive anything. No support in promo cards, no support in supplementary products, anniversary boxes, nothing. We got the last time that we saw this trait was on the God Rare, and the God Rare has absolutely nothing to do with these free cards. And this is just, I believe that this is the most abandoned, forgotten archetype of all time. And just because Bandai keeps putting, you know, Vegeta's Lineage here and there makes me think like, okay, maybe they haven't completely forgotten about the archetype, but we're not seeing anything. Like, we got free cards referencing a leader which never came out, the free drop going into a 6-drop which never came out. We have an old 6-drop, but that's it. I don't imagine that it was supposed to go into that one, and that's it. So the most abandoned, most forgotten Dragon Ball Super card game archetype? Yeah, I think this is it. The only explanation that comes to my mind is that there was a change in direction between Battle Evolution Booster and Supreme Rivalry. I think that's the only thing that comes to mind, that because of all of these Vegeta's Lineage traits on cards, it was like, okay, maybe that's the leader that you're waiting for, but then why was it referenced as green as well? And the Bandai just kind of decided like, okay, we're not going with this, but we have already printed these cards, you know, it's already done, so let's just put them out and be done with it. The other thing that comes to mind is because the leader was hinted to be red-green and because the archetype is red-green, and Bandai never bothered giving us, you know, multicolored cards in the Unison Warrior block, maybe they just kind of stuck with it. They're like, okay, if we do this, it needs to be multicolored. We don't want to have multicolored leaders. We don't want to support multicolored decks. So, yeah, we're just not gonna do that. Those are the only ideas that I can come up with to explain the situation. But that's it from me, and now I want to hear from you. What do you think is the most forgotten, abandoned Dragon Ball Super card game archetype? Do you agree that it's this one, or do you think like, no man, like there's something even more abandoned? So let me know, I'm excited to hear, and also let me know your theories. Why do you think this was just dropped all of a sudden? Leave them down in the comments below. I love reading all of your comments, I respond to everything, I love our little community, and hit that like and subscribe button. We're on our way to 500 subs. We're extremely close, and then it's gonna be giveaway time and stuff. So I'm publishing videos 5 days a week, and this has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see you all in the next video.